morning. We are on our way to the Portland Convention Center for the first day of Rose City Comic Con. I'm dressed Haunted Mansion themed from my favorite attraction at Disneyland. I'm so excited. Already got our badges, so we don't have to wait in line for that. So I'll see you when we get there.
Hi there, how are you?
Good. You signed that? I just met these amazing people at this booth here. They are fellow Bat Stay people. Yay!
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I draw little vampires.
So this is their shop. Be sure to check it out. Here's a little bit of what you will find. I was actually recognized as a YouTuber, which has never happened to me before out in public like this. Wow! So, if you're watching this, hi! Sorry I didn't get your name, but hello, thank you for saying hi to me.
It's not a status thing, it's just a comfort thing.
There you go.
Speaking of comfort.
Might as well make yourselves home. Go ahead and queue up, you guys, at these two microphones. If you've got questions you want to ask, and I ask that you make them one-part questions. I don't want to hear, well, I got a six-part, really long, drawn-out question. By the third question, they're like, what did he ask? I don't really know. So we're going to do a one-part question each, and I saw how fast you jumped up, so guess what? You get to start, sir. Take it away.
Joker on the set.
David.
Yeah, it's very true.
And he does icky jokes.
He's
like,
Prank City.
Yeah, and he does things like, we were shooting a scene out in the woods, of course. And it was late, we had to get the shot, we were going to do this big thing in one take, so you didn't have to cut it up. And part of it was Rosalie opening the door to a trailer in a field. It was the one about the glowing people, the gloom folk, you know. And so we got to get this thing. We got like 2 takes to do it before we got to call it for the night. And she goes up and she opens it and she like does this and it's just, you know, and I look at her, I'm like, what happened? David put like lotion on the he put like lotion on the handle of the trailer. And that's the kind of thing that David does.
And getting to punch another cop in the face and saying he's no Aswang was my favorite.
I like the carpet eating too, I have to say.
Okay, here's the story about
I'm going to tell this because I know this.
So the carpet eating, the carpet was cotton candy. The chapstick with the inside of it was like gummy bear material. The outside of it was chocolate, and the coins were chocolate. The paperclip was a paperclip. But anyway, so the carpet, so they're like, okay, so we're going to intersperse, it was a shag white carpet, right? So we're going to intersperse like this cotton candy in there. I was like, well, I can't tell, like, what's cotton candy and what's not. So I'm just going to go for it. So I went for it, and then there's this entire scene that happens after where I'm like convulsing on the couch, if you remember. The next day, I had rug burn in my cheek.
You poor thing.
But usually there's sort of like a co-opting of German words that put together in a different way. And we do have a dialect coach, which I tend not to use at first until I run into trouble, because I really do I love language, I love sounds, and I love trying to figure out what the thing is. And by this point, I don't know German in any way, except to say that I know what these 2 letters together make that sound. I don't know what anything means, but I can tell you the A
You totally could have fooled me.
The A with an umlaut is an A sound, and an A without an umlaut is an A sound, and an EU is oi. But I don't know what anything means, but I know what I can phonetically. So I kind of enjoy that. It's like a puzzle.
And with that, Robert Englund. You guys. Now look, I love this because you've already figured out the microphone situation over there. And whoever gets there first gets to ask the next question, because we're going to start over here since you've been waiting in line. Let's get right to it. You guys go ahead.
So I have two questions. So after all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Freddy Nightmares came out, and Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger started the story. So how did Freddy Nightmares come?
Well, they got me in that show because they promised me my DGA card, which is the Directors Guild of America, and I directed many episodes of that. But we were promised that we were going to be on late at night, syndicated, stripped, as they say in the Hollywood showbiz lingo. And we presumed we'd be on like 11:30 at night, and we were going to push the envelope. It was time in America to push the envelope. Everybody was watching Touched by an Angle. And,
Oh yeah.
and I thought it was time we could get a little, you know, just a little edgy on network television. And because we were on 11:30 at night, this is what they promised us, we could have some fun. And what they did was they also released this in the Midwest and in the Southwest during like 6 o'clock in the evening in the Bible Belt. So we got in a lot of trouble with our sponsors for our content, and the only thing I don't regret is that crew was the crew from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, and they went from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 to Freddy's Nightmares, and so all these hard-working kids that had made many of the Nightmare films successful wound up finally being able to afford a house, you know, have a kid, you know, get married, buy a new car. And then they went on and they saved another little project that was a vanity project run by Zemeckis and some others called Tales from the Crypt. So our crew Tales from the Crypt and saved that show. And that show also had hired my makeup man, Kevin Yeager. And he designed the Crypt Keeper, Chucky, amongst other things. Produced Sleepy Hollow, but that also helped Kevin really get himself set up big time out there on the coast. So it was, I was happy that we saved Tales from the Crypt and got them to kind of tighten up their sort of vanity project budget. But, you know, it was disappointing because they'd started out, we had a decent budget, and I think we had 10 days to shoot a show, and then that went down to 7 days, and then it went down to 6 days, and I think at the end we were shooting them in 4 or 5 days, and they were rushing us. But great people started on that show. Brad Pitt, Mariska Hargitay, Laurie Petty, and some of those directors went on to do some really terrific work as well. So that's the dirt on Freddy's and that one. Okay.
The one part of it is, are you going to make any sequels to the Freddy versus Jason? And are you going to ever do anything like a reboot or recoming of V? And the second part, who would win in a fight? Freddy with his claws or Wolverine with his claws?
Well, you know, if Hugh Jackman falls asleep, I've got him by his mutton chops. Quick Hugh Jackman story, very quickly. All of us have had to live in this hotel in Vancouver. We've all worked up there. You know, it's not a bad drive from here, but Vancouver, Canada. And we all stay in this same hotel, and you know, you're always drinking with Patrick Stewart or somebody's up there. And I come out one morning, and I'm hungover, and I gotta go to work, and I come out of the elevator into the lobby, and there he is, beautiful, gorgeous Hugh Jackman, and he's signing autographs for all these little blue-haired ladies from England who've all come over, and I don't, what are they doing here? And I thought I detected English accents, but there's a lot of Brits in Canada. And I said to the doorman, I said, what the heck is, what's going on here? They can't be for Wolverine. The average age here is 75. And he goes, no. He goes, they're all here. They're all English. They're all here for the Botanical Gardens in Vancouver Island. And they just saw Hugh last year on Broadway, not the West End Broadway in London, in Oklahoma. And he kissed every one of them, signed every little old lady's autograph. I mean, he's the coolest guy in the world. I don't know.
Wrap up day one of Rose City Comic Con. Had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. I want to say thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll be back again tomorrow with day 2 of Rose City Comic Con. And the day after that, I will have a collection of all the photos that we have taken from today and tomorrow as well. We'll do like a little mini slideshow. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you then. Bye guys!